Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brendan, and I'm your host. Let's get started. The Ottawa Senators played against the New Jersey Devils in Ottawa. This was a Saturday night game. The attendance was under 16,000, I believe. Not good at all, but we'll talk more about that after. The starters tonight for the Devils was Keith Kincaid, the backup goaltender for the New Jersey Devils, and Mike Condon, the backup goaltender for the Senators as well, but Craig Anderson still on personal leave with his wife Nicole battling cancer. As well, Mike Hoffman was suspended 2 games for his cross-check to the head on Logan Couture, and Mark Edward Vlasic was fined $5,000 for a spear on Erik Karlsson. Mark Borieski returned to the game, returned to the lineup as his suspension was over. And to start things off, 4 minutes into the first period, a shot from Chris Kelly goes off Bobby Ryan and in, 1-0 Ottawa. This goal assisted by Chris Kelly and Ryan Zingle. Bobby's 5th of the year. In back-to-back games he has scored now. It's 1-0 Ottawa. But 10 minutes later, John Moore beats Mike Condon 5-hole, assisted by Mike Camilleri and Travis Zajac, and the Devils tied up at 1. Going into the second period, 1:14 in on a beautiful play by Stone to keep it into the zone. They cycle it around a little bit. Stone passes to Smith, who shoots it on net. Broussard gets a piece of it, goes in. 2-1 Ottawa. Broussard's 5th of the year as well, and Ottawa's up by 1. Now let's get to the third period. The Senators got a late power play, couldn't capitalize, and at the end of the game, the Devils were pressuring Mike Condon and the Senators. Mike Condon had made a few big saves, but a nice play from Chris Kelly to pass it to Jean-Gabriel Pageau, and then right back to Chris Kelly, who plays around with it, keeps it in the neutral zone. Pageau passes it to Smith into the empty net. Big match for the Canadian Tire Center fans as the Senators win 3-1 and snapping their 3-game losing streak, and now they've won 17 on the season. That's very good. Good job, Ottawa Senators. Let's go to the final shots on goal. After the first period, the Senators led in shots 15-10. Very good attack at the beginning of the period. But the second period, the Devils took advantage, 14-9 for the Devils. And in the third, the Senators had 1-shot advantage, 7-6, for a final tally of 31-30. So, lots of chances. Mike Condon made a bunch of big saves and a few lucky bounces that were stayed out. And the original goal, the lone goal the Devils scored, was called challenge for goaltender interference. And I believe that could have been called goaltender interference. They interfered with his glove as the puck was about to go into the net. It distracted the goaltender. Either way, we won. But I don't know if that was the right call not to call it off. If you don't realize here's the photo from last video. So we're going to be adding a bunch of cool things to the studio. Well, the set anyway. We're going to have I have a bunch of bobbleheads that you saw my live stream on Twitter. You would know that. I'm going to add a bunch of things here, and then we're going to have a new set in the upcoming months. I'll be moving, and we'll have a whole new background. It's going to look really cool, so stay tuned for that. But there are the final shots on goal. The team stats, the face-offs, the New Jersey Devils won 28 face-offs for 50.9%. Senators, 1 less face-off won. They won 27 for 49.1. Power plays, both teams were 0 for 1. Shot hits, 29-20 Senators. Shots 31-30 Senators. 3 starts the game. The third star with the win, Mike Condon, who's now 5-3-2. He allowed 1 goal on 30 shots for 29 saves and a 967 save percentage. He's the third star of the game. The second star of the game, Bobby Ryan, with a goal, a +1 rating, and 19 minutes on the ice. And the first star, Zach Smith, a goal, an assist, +2 rating, 18 minutes on the ice. He's the first star. And the SENS Talk YouTube star of the night, Mike Condon, making a bunch of key saves to keep the Senators in it, and eventually stole the game for the Senators as your Senators win 3-1. Now the attendance was 15,111, and this is mad news. Eugene Melnyk, after there's a new ring of honor, like a Senators ring for players that should be honored. So the first person to be honored in the ring of legends in Ottawa was Brian Murray. I don't know. I didn't read enough about it. I don't know if it's going to be in a statue or if it's going to be a plaque. We'll see. But congratulations to Brian Murray. You deserve it for sure. Alfie and Chris Phillips and Neil will be in the future as well. But he talked about that. He also talked about it looks like it's a lock in a year from today. We'll be playing against the Montreal Canadiens in an outdoor game at TD Place at Lansdowne Park. So stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens, but it looks like the Senators will get an outdoor game after all. And Eugene Melnyk did talk about the attendance problems, and he did say that he's not surprised with the amount of games we had this year. It's definitely not good, but he's hoping for an increase in January. So the attendance still a big problem, but hopefully during close to playoff time in April, March, the playoff race. I'm sure there'll be more people in the seats, but we'll have to see what happens there as the winter break's almost nearing, and maybe during the winter break it might get worse, it might get better. It depends. Like, people won't have something to do, but maybe people will be vacationing, so we'll see what happens. Let's go to the next Senators game, which is tomorrow, right away, December 18th, 2016, 7 p.m. Eastern Time versus the New York Islanders in New York. This is a team the Senators must win. The Islanders are the worst team in the conference, I believe. They're 11-13 and 6. They're the worst team in the Metropolitan Division in 8th place. Senators are now 17-11 and 3. They're second in the Atlantic. Expected starter for the Senators, Andrew Hammond. I would not be surprised if he started. It's a game we should win. Might as well start Andrew Hammond and maybe get some trade value on him. But the Senators don't beat Islanders. We have a problem because the Islanders, they don't look good at all. So that's a solid game. We should be able to win there. And I don't think Boston's playing tomorrow. We have a game in hand on them, so that might be our game in hand game. Put us up by 4 points against Boston. This is a very big game, and it's an easy game to win, so the Senators need to show up. I know it's a back-to-back, but they need to show up against a lowly New York Islanders team. Let's get to the standings. In first place, the Montreal Canadiens. They've played 31 games. Their record is 27-4. They've gotten 44 points. Senators are in second place now with a game in hand on Boston. They're 17-11 and 3 with 37 points. Boston, with 32 games played, is 16-13 and 3 with 35 points. Florida is sticking in there. 32 games played, 14-13 and 5, 33 points. This is what I'm telling you. The teams are not good in the Atlantic Division right now. The Senators need to pounce on their opportunities right away and win as many as they can so they can lock up a playoff spot before March. Tampa Bay, 32 points, 31 games played, 15-14 and 2. Detroit, they are played 32. They're 14-14 and 4. They're 32 points. Toronto beat the Penguins tonight. The 30 games played, 12-11 and 7, 31 points. Buffalo, the exact thing, 30 games played, 12-11, 7, 31 points. So there are your standings. Thank you all for watching. Excuse me, sorry. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate your support. We've over 610, 13 followers on Twitter. Over 22,000 total views on YouTube. Over 165 subscribers on YouTube, of course. And over 160 likes on Facebook. It's incredible. Thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate your support. Thank you all for watching. Follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_ for live tweet updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. Like us on Facebook at SensTalk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video and share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Add us to circles on Google Plus and SensTalk. Would really appreciate that. And go to our website, SensTalkCentral.com. I would really appreciate it. We update it every single day, so please check it out, SensTalkCentral.com. Check it out, a great website. We update our website every single day, so check it out there. Thank you all for watching. The Senators win 3-1, snapping the 3-game losing streak. Back in the win column, hopefully another win tomorrow. So click right here for the latest SensTalk YouTube video, and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. The final score, 3-1 Senators. I'll see you next video. Go Sens, go.